Welcome everyone to NHCS's graduation. If you can all find your seats, we're going to get started shortly.
may be seated. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Kate Scott, and I have the honor of welcoming you to our inaugural commencement ceremony. Welcome. I'm going to get a little emotional. Wow. I'm trying to take in the enormity of this moment. Looking out at your smiling faces and knowing the tremendous amount of work and effort that so many people have put into making today happen. First, to you, graduates, congratulations. You are the first. You are the first class of scholars to graduate from our NHCS high school. That is legendary. And not only are you the first, but you have done so against the backdrop of a global pandemic. When you tell your children the story of your senior year, it will be quite the story to tell. Families, you have truly earned this moment as well. It probably doesn't feel like it was that long ago that your children were crossing the stage at their kindergarten graduations. The countless late nights, worries, moments of triumph, and so much care and support that you have provided to your scholars have paid off. This is truly a moment for you just as much as it is a moment for your children. Congratulations. 4 years ago this fall, we opened our doors to our inaugural 9th grade class, then in Lower Mills. It was a major step in a realization of a long-held dream for our community. Over the past 4 years, our high school has moved and grown. Our dedicated staff have built programs that have enabled our scholars to take part in advanced placement classes, competitive athletics, debate, music, and so much more. I am so incredibly grateful to our amazing group of educators for all they have done to get us to this moment. As founding scholars, you've lived through the growth years, but you have also firmly implanted yourselves in the DNA of our organization. And no matter where your path to life success takes you, you will always have a home at Neighborhood House. As I said, this is an enormous moment. Please take a look around, soak it all in, and relish the day. Our NHCS community is strong and amazing and truly legendary, as are each and every one of you. Congratulations. And now, I'd like to invite a particularly legendary member of our community up to the stage, my friend and our founding headmaster, Kevin Andrews. Welcome, Kevin.
Hello, graduates. How you doing? You look all smiley and beautiful and handsome and gorgeous. Thank you for being here. But I first want to start with, in 1995, we had 51 young little kindergartners, first and second graders. And we thought we'd only have an elementary school. Then we had a middle school. And then a group of parents said, we want a high school. Wasn't my idea, it was their idea. And so, I want you to just take a look back at your parents or your grandparents or aunt, or anybody's, just look back at them. Because of them, you're here. And it's because of parents. They're the ones that drive schools. And please give your parents a round of applause. I am not going to make my comments long. They're going to be short. There are so many more important people here that you need to hear from. But I want to leave you with some brief stories. I want you to remember 3 things. And I want you to remember these 3 things before I introduce 2 very important people in my life. First, it's much more, it doesn't matter what you have, it's what you give back. It doesn't matter if your cup is half full or 3/4 full. It's how you share that glass. That's number 1. Number 2, let your deeds, not your words, be your adorning. Let your deeds, not your words, be your adorning. Number 3, the light of unity can illuminate the whole world. We have to bring everyone together. And the 2 people I'm going to introduce have given, have done, and have always tried to bring people together. These are the first 2 K-1 teachers back in the day who helped create a very, very, very exciting program for our school. Now, I know it was crazy. My name is Kevin, but they still call me Mr. Andrews. And I think they call me Mr. Andrews because I'm old. But I know they call me because they respect me, and they don't know how much I respect them. So I want to thank them, the original teachers, the current teachers, your amazing principal, Ms. Bai Granson, and her amazing staff. Without further ado, let me introduce 2 very important people who I love dearly, who have brought so much to my heart. Ms. Chutney Owusu and Ms. Tanisha Cooper, who will be presenting an award.
Good afternoon, NHCS community. My name is Chutney Owusu.
And my name is Tanisha Cooper. Congratulations to the class of 2021, and especially our legacy scholars. Mrs. Owusu and I are honored to be here and to speak with you this afternoon.
We had the pleasure of teaching these legacy scholars 14 years ago in K-1. You started from the bottom, now you're here.
When we call your name, please stand. Amira Ashby.
Dream Wanda Graham.
Christina Tran.
Christian Saunders.
And Ryan Dunn.
We will be brief. We have some tips for you as you move forward in this next chapter in your life, in your academic careers.
On this journey, there will be many things that you'll pass through in this next stage.
We would like you to keep some of these tips in your toolkit.
Everything you need to know, you learned in our classroom, in the garden level of the Queen Street campus. First and foremost, share. Keep your hands to yourself and wash your hands.
Remember, there's nothing you can't achieve with hard work. Never take a shortcut. It always catches up to you. Do the right thing the first time and give it 100%.
Be patient with yourselves and others. Have grace no matter what happens.
Keep an open mind and a kind heart. Forgive and you'll be forgiven.
Fulfill your commitments and do it with a glad heart. Smile, laugh, and love a lot.
Stand up for the things you believe in. Advocate for yourself as well as others. Be able to agree and disagree respectfully.
And remember to hold on to things that are important, the virtues that will shape the decisions that you will make and the people that have helped you come into the brilliant person that you all are.
We want to leave you with 2 quotes. It doesn't matter what's written in your story so far. It's how you will fill up the rest of the pages. Be the change you want to see and continue to be and leave a beautiful legacy.
Much love and appreciation to our legacy scholars. And remember that Mrs. Owusu and Ms. Cooper are here for you always. Love you all.
Bienvenidos. Very welcoming. Bonjour. Xin chao. Oi. And hello to all the friends and families present here today, and of course, our amazing inaugural class of 2021. My name is Andrea Chofi, and I'm an academic dean at the NHCS High School. The languages you heard me speak, admittedly probably poorly, but represent just some of the world languages spoken by our graduating scholars. The many different world languages spoken by our scholars and families, many of whom are multilingual, strengthen our school community and add diversity, beauty, and vibrance to the Boston community at large. Neighborhood House is very excited to participate in the Massachusetts Seal of Biliteracy program. The program recognizes graduating scholars who demonstrate proficiency in speaking, reading, writing, and listening in any world language, in addition to demonstrating high English proficiency on their MCAS exams. Students can earn either the Seal of Biliteracy or the Seal of Biliteracy with distinction by demonstrating advanced mastery of a world language. It is my pleasure to recognize this year's recipients of the Seal of Biliteracy. Earning the Seal of Biliteracy with his mastery of Spanish, I would like to congratulate Clayne Devlin. And earning the Seal of Biliteracy with distinction for his advanced mastery of Dutch, I would like to congratulate Jeffrey Gomes. Congratulations to you both, and much love to the whole class of 2021. It is now my pleasure to introduce founding principal Jamila Bai Granson.
Thank you, Andrea. And immediately following my speech, our illustrious valedictorian, Ashley McCarthy, will give her address. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, my babies. Wow, this may be the last time that I say that to all of you at one time. I will say that for weeks leading up to this event, I have been pretty poised about graduation. At least I was in my head. Focused on details like caps and gowns and grades, diplomas, etc. And then we came to graduation practice on Tuesday, which was arguably one of the hottest days of 2021 thus far. And amidst the perspiration, laughs, and flurry of extra graduation tickets, I realized we were here. We are finally at the inaugural graduation ceremony for the Neighborhood House Charter School High School. I have said on countless occasions to our families that I do not take for granted that you could have sent your children anywhere. You had infinite choices, and I truly and humbly thank you for allowing me to be the founding principal of our high school. I still have not processed the enormity of the charge I, along with our founding educators and those who have joined us along the way, were given by our families, board members, founding headmaster Kevin Andrews, executive director Kate Scott, our leadership team, and most importantly, our scholars, to create a high school that will live up to the name, reputation, and mission of our lower and middle school counterparts. So, Ms. Scott and Mr. Andrews, did we do a good job? Perfect. Scholars, with the charge we were given, you are now the individuals to continue this journey and legacy. A measure of a school's success is the accomplishments of its alumni, which you will be at the end of this ceremony. Neighborhood House Charter School has 4 pillars in its mission upon which it was founded. Seek knowledge, embrace effort, act thoughtfully, and commit to the common good. I want to highlight the last one as my charge to you. Commit to the common good. You will now move forward into the world as an adult. In the eyes of the law, you are now an adult, but you'll always be my baby. That's just a side note. Okay. You can pay your taxes, purchase a home, and be held to all of the standards adults are in this country and abroad. The one thing that allows me to hold on to humanity in the midst of the sadness at times is that I know there are people like you who understand and believe in the tenet of committing to the common good. This means your lens can no longer be focused on just yourself. That is no longer allowed. That is for adolescents. But you are now adults. Commit to assuming the best intentions of others. Commit to helping people in large and small ways to be better and happy. Instead of frowning because someone is looking at you, smile, because maybe they need someone to help them know that there are others that care. Speak to the elderly person on the train platform. They aren't talking to you to ruin your day. They are speaking to you because they are lonely. Intervene when you see injustice, when you see someone being taken advantage of, because everyone needs an ally. Commit to seeing the good in people and being an ally to your family, friends, strangers, and people you will never meet. This is the charge of humanity. Commit to a world where good prevails, and we are all a part of that positive energy. Devote your language and actions to increasing positivity and love versus gossip and silence. Your silence will denote consent, and that is not the charge of a neighborhood house charter school graduate. Our graduates are vocal about what they need, what their peers need, and what ills they see in society. Because we innately understand the charge of committing to walking on this earth in the light and knowledge that everyone should be permitted to experience peace and happiness. And in order for us all to get there, we need one another. My babies, you did not get to this moment without the people around you today. And you will never be alone because we will always be here. But you must now embrace the charge to expand the reach of the support you received to others you will encounter in your daily adult lives. This is not a request. It is a charge. It is called a charge because you amassed a bill in this school. This education wasn't free, but this bill cannot be repaid in money. This bill, this charge, is repaid by paying the support, love, knowledge, and effort to others by committing to their common good. I love you all and will forever hold you accountable for fulfilling your charge. Congratulations, my love, and I will miss you always.
Oh, sorry. 9 years ago was when I took my first steps into the NHCS middle school building. Walking in, I had a cloud of anxiety hanging over my head and a dreadful feeling tossed around my stomach. I was truly scared. Scared to meet new people, to start all over again, and most importantly, to learn. I entered Miss Canuto's class, and the first thing I remember was being welcomed with open arms. This lady didn't even know me yet, but she gave me the biggest hug and told me that she was excited to have me here. From that day on, I knew NHCS had become a home for me. But what I cherish the most is what NHCS has taught me. That is, no matter how many times you may fall, there's always a chance to get back up. Fun fact about myself, I actually couldn't stand the thought of learning when I was a kid. Previous schools that I attended had never taught me how to deal with failure properly. They also never taught me that it was okay to struggle. NHCS is a place where I fell in love with learning, and I will always be grateful for that. For me, it wasn't only about getting good grades. It was about my ability to achieve the goals I had set for myself. It was about being dedicated to making the change you wanted to see in yourself. You see, the school pushes you to become the best version of yourself. It isn't perfection that they desire. It's the satisfaction of having students believe in themselves and push themselves. If you know me, I used to be extremely quiet. You wouldn't hear a peep out of me. Now I ask millions of questions in class and always try to have something to contribute. You see, it wasn't always easy for me to get to that point. When I was younger, I struggled a lot with advocating for myself. When I faced with overwhelming challenges, I was tempted to run away instead of fighting them through. But here at Neighborhood House, I was taught that I was better than that. Throughout these years, I realized that if you truly want to push yourself, you can't be scared to struggle. Embrace that effort, take that chance, and use your voice, because the world is a big place. And if you want your voice to be heard, you gotta find it first. To stand in front of my classmates today and see them with their caps and gowns is one of the best feelings I could imagine. I've grown up with every kid here, and it is truly an honor to see how much every person continues to grow and strive, even with the obstacles given. I will never forget Brianna with her sarcasm and her random but welcoming hugs, Kaya never forgetting to say good morning and spreading contagious smiles, Elijah's with his humorous but charismatic personality, Luigi with his creativeness and his music, and hearing him play the piano with ease. I remember the first building we ever moved to. We were all cramped in with the 8th grade. That's where everything started, right by Dorchester Ave. I remember the PE classes being stuck in the art classroom whenever we had to share with seniors playing bingo, lunchroom fights, people throwing milk at each other. 9th grade was quite an adventure, I will say, but it didn't stop there. 10th grade was when we finally entered St. Mark's, and boy was it hard to walk up all those stairs. When Mr. Farr would have his patience tested by the class, he would take out his frustration on those poor pencils, but don't tell Miss Granson that, even though she's right behind me. Our school was finally becoming the dream that was envisioned. One thing about the school is you will never find people who are more genuine and kind-hearted. This isn't just a community, this is a family that has worked tremendously hard to walk across this stage. The members of the class of 2021 are filled with passion, determination, and motivation to do well in life. The memories and impressions our class leaves will always be remembered and cherished. Even the time when Mitch accidentally fell into a table in math class and broke it in half. But that is another story to tell. Today we are making history by being the first ever graduating class of NHCS. But this is only the start of the change that this class will make in this world. Today is where the journey truly begins towards achieving all of our dreams. Whether it may be Tommy heading off to the Marine Corps, or Laura heading off to Framingham State to study fashion design, Akira heading off to UMass Boston to study psychology, we are all entering the big world and leaving behind high school. This may be our goodbye for now, but it isn't our goodbye forever. It's our goodbye until we all come back with pride in what we have achieved. With that being said, our journeys aren't going to be easy. People in life will tell you that your dreams aren't realistic. They aren't going to put you down about what you want to achieve. They will judge you in whatever way they want, and they will try to discourage you from making your dreams happen. But remember this, your version of success is the only version that matters. Your fate is in your hands. Make your mark and unleash your potential. The world is waiting. I would like to share a quote from a David Bowie song called Changes. And in the song, he depicts the younger generation trying to go up fast as they try to change their world, despite others putting them down. He sings, "Time may change me, but I can't trace time." To me, this means that wherever our journeys may lead us, we should enjoy what time has to offer us along the way. That we shouldn't take life for granted, but rather live with our best intentions and treat every day with appreciation for the time we have together. Especially with the COVID-19 pandemic, time has been at its most vulnerable. Today, we aren't going to have loved ones here who were lost during this time, but the most important thing is to live in memory for them and those who have struggled this past year. Make sure to tell those who are close to you that you love them, and make sure when you give those hugs, make it tighter and let them know that you aren't going anywhere. And finally, I would like to take this opportunity to truly show my gratitude to those who have aided me in my high school journey. First and foremost, to my parents, thank you for everything you've done for me, for being there for the toughest times and supporting me every step of the way. To the 12th grade teachers, this year you have made a difficult situation into a better alternative. Although this senior year has been a wild ride, you guys have done everything in your power to make this year feel somewhat normal. It has been an honor to be taught by all of you during my last year here. To Ms. Carberry, the first teacher to ever make me like math, you have truly shaped me into a better person. You have shown me kindness that I will never forget, and you took me in and helped me grow. To Mr. Farr, you have always been someone I can count on and look up to. You've seen me struggle, and you've got me back up. I wouldn't have been able to push myself if I didn't have guidance from you. Thank you for believing in me for all these years. To Miss Emerson, for not only being a teacher but a friend, you were someone who I was able to confide in. You believed in me, and you always cheered me on. Thank you for always being there. Lastly, Miss Granson, thank you for not only looking out for me, but for looking out for this class. You have truly made a difference in each and everyone's life. You have shaped this school into what it has become today. Thank you for not just being my principal, but a figure in my life that has motivated me to do better. Class of 2021 will make you proud. Thank you, and congratulations to the first ever graduating class of NHCS.
Now for the time we've all been waiting for. I promise you I will get through this with minimal crying. We'll see what happens. Okay, so we will now begin the conferring of diplomas. Ashley Aniela McCarthy. Ali Olivier Salomon Millet. Christina Taomi Do Tran. Christian Trayvon Saunders. Joseph Andrew Callahan, Jr. Neil Christopher DeCoto. Jabari Isaiah Sanders. Elijah Kamani Brown. Brian James Bazil. Laura Mercedes Paulino. Rosalie Narai Valdez. Anissa Susan Skeet. Stretch a little bit. Luigi Xavier Daniel. Javon Sedeno. Paris Xavier Wilson. Dreana Antoinette McNeil. Claine Francis Devlin. Klein Patrick Devlin. Ryan Everton Dunn. Katenzia Mariah Casey Cooper. Noble Ucheyama Akechukwu. Gimel Samek Garcia Romero. Sashian Monica Parara Biggs. Akira Mahaya Small. Brendan Cormac Fries. Jeffrey Colmont Gomes. Dream Wanda Graham. Sadu Jody Kumbasa. Elias Anthony Lee Davis. Muna Abdullahi Muhammad. Ryan Michael Hogan. Ethan Lawrence. Sharon Kayla Maloney. Dion Timon Niles. Amira Louise Myers Ashby. Patrick Kelly. Fernanda Fonts Montron. Sharon Liz Martinez Batista. Christian Charles Fonseca Tavares. Jada Nomase Odobor. Eric Michael Young. Thomas Joseph Higgins. Aaliyah Isabel Ashley. Zaria Janae Coulter. Brendan James Waldman.
Yeah, we did it.
Jack Francis McGinn. You okay? Amariana Essence Williams Moss. Jordan Shamor Campbell. Daniel Patrick Gerard. And our last graduate, and absolutely not least, Joshua Robinson Parham. Please give a round of applause for all of our graduates of the class of 2021. I'm going to ask our new alumni to please return to their seats for a moment. I would like to take the time to introduce our scholar speaker, who will also introduce the changing of the tassel, Ali Olivier Malay.
Good afternoon. My name is Ali Olivier Solomon Malay. I sat in my room for about an hour, debating what to say and trying to get started, looking for words that would demonstrate my experience at Neighborhood House Charter School. I want to leave you, my class, our families, and our teachers with words that you will always remember. Let me start by saying, every day I had to wake up with barely any energy to get on a bus and come to a school located behind a church. NHCS loves churches, you know. When you see a church, just know something like NHCS is right behind it. But the small things like that are what makes us unique. The name as well makes us unique. Neighborhood House Charter School. It's not every day you hear a school called Neighborhood, but that's what NHCS is about. It's a community. At first, I was pretty hesitant about coming to NHCS. I was already somewhat getting accustomed to my old school and didn't want to restart the whole process. I'll always remember vividly walking into my class, first period, and taking a Spanish quiz as soon as I sat down for Mr. Ortez. I think I passed. I don't know how, but I did. I went on that day just analyzing what my charter school was like and what my experience here could be. Something that shocked me in the first few weeks was that everyone seemed comfortable and there weren't any groups. Everyone hung out with everyone else as a community, just like a neighborhood. My first year was somewhat challenging because it was a new environment and a new world, but I had the tools I needed to become who I am today. Whether it be academics or emotional support, NHCS sticks with you. When the school day is over, when the week ends, when we graduate, we know that we are not alone. We know NHCS is behind us. My teachers provided more than academic instruction. They always knew when I was having a bad day and knew when something was wrong. I'm not very good at hiding how I feel, so they were quick to catch me and check in. At NHCS, I was not only taught to think for myself, they made me realize my actions affect those around me. NHCS gave me the life lessons that I will forever hold dear to me. To my class, always remember that we are legends in and out of NHCS. Always remember that you are strong and outstanding. Always remember that your hard work has and will pay off. Always remember to hold yourself and others accountable and persevere through challenges like NHCS has taught us all. Always remember that the people who stuck by you through your growth and knowledge and personality and struggles will always be there. To those who helped us become who we are today, who helped us through the shining sun and even guided our boats through stormy seas, thank you. Ms. Bagrinson helped me navigate through my challenges and was always there when I needed her. Through my challenges, I needed a push, and no one else can do that better than a sergeant, my guidance counselor, Ms. Meneed. Yep. She invested her time into me after school, calling me and getting me to do college applications and giving me that push to accomplish my goals. And now, my family, a different piece of my heart and other human beings, my solar system, my mom, my oxygen. The reason I go so hard to make her realize that even if we don't live in the same household for a small amount of time, she was right by me and raised me well. To my dad, thank you for building the callus that I needed. My aunt, being the second mom I needed to excel in life, being my protector and feeding me when she doesn't have to. To my cousin, my bodyguard, being my instruction manual and teaching me how to move in and out of school. To the families of my graduating class, to those who are here today, and to those who have left us and are celebrating from up above, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You kept your children in school and kept them under your wing for the last 18 plus years, topped off by a pandemic. You were there as more than parents and family members. You became our teachers, lunch ladies, shout out to Miss Williams in the Legends Hall kitchen, classmates, best friends, confidants, secretaries, and alarm clocks. For these reasons and many more, today is your day too. Now you watch your once upon a time baby in your arms graduate and enter a new stage in their life. Now, the class of 2021. Can we please hear it for the graduates? Can you please? Come on, give them a little something. Yep. Mm-hmm. Always remember how amazing each of you are in your own way. Every day, you got hit with Mitch's loudness and hypeful energy, while walking by and seeing Ryan's beautiful artwork on the wall. In those same hallways, you saw Akira and Ashley together and admired Akira's quiet determination. She never let the outside noise interfere with her vision and goals. You heard a skateboard flying down a parking lot, and we all know who Mr. Tony Hawk is. Neil himself. You were greeted in first period by Sashi and Anissa, whether it be friendly bickering or humorous jokes. NHCS kept those two bonded through the ups and downs of our high school experience. We will have certain memories that we will look back on and smile for about no reason, like the Science Museum. If you know, you know. Or our trip to Frost Valley. We all had stories from that trip. Each of us individually make up NHCS's inaugural graduating class. By accomplishing our goals, we came together to become something bigger, developing our minds, growing our knowledge, and always evolving our personalities. We are leaving behind a foundation for endless scholars after us to keep on building. Time flies, but always remember, we did too. So now, fellow members of Neighborhood Houses Charter School Class of 2021. I invite you to join me in changing of the tassel. Move your tassel from right to left. If y'all want to. Congratulations. We have officially become graduates. Thank you.
And to lead us in our final act for our official school song, we will have Ms. Sasha White and Class of 2021 graduate Luigi Daniel. And the lyrics to the song are found on the backside of your program.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Awesome. Go ahead, Luigi, please.
Seek knowledge, act awful, commit to coming good. Embrace effort, that's what let us do at the neighborhood. Seek knowledge, act thoughtful, commit to coming good. Embrace effort, is what legends do at the neighborhood.
Ooh, I love that chord.
Seek knowledge, act thoughtful, commit to coming good. Embrace effort is what legends do at the neighborhood.
Our community helps. With the help we do succeed. Admin, fellow teacher, never give up on me. Our halls are safe spaces and full of smiling faces. I know it's alright when I see that blue and white.
Seek knowledge, act thoughtful, commit to coming good. Embrace effort is what legends do at the neighborhood. Do your very best, keep your heads high, like our legends mascot. Take off and fly. Come as you are, be all you can be. We respect our culture and diversity. Seek knowledge, act thoughtful, commit to coming good. Embrace effort is what legends do at the neighborhood.
This is not the end, better yet the start. To start your future, the purpose in your heart. You better do your best to seek knowledge and truth. But at your neighborhood house, you know what to do. Seek knowledge, act thoughtful, commit to common good. Embrace effort is what legends do at the neighborhood.
Seek knowledge, act thoughtful, commit to coming good. Embrace effort is what legends do at the neighborhood.
At the neighborhood.
At the neighborhood.
no.